Hi, bestie. Okay, so contour. I use two different brushes. I have a, I think it's just a eyeshadow brush. Yeah, just eyeshadow brush from Target. It's kind of stiff. It's not like hard, but it's not soft either. So it just has just enough to where I can apply pressure. It'll bend a little bit, but not like super poofy. And I use this for my nose. And then I have a stippling brush. I can't tell if you can tell, but and I will use that for my cheeks and underneath my jaw. What I use, I don't use typical contour powder. I have the Too Faced, what the fuck is this? Matte bronzer in milk chocolate because I'm pale as a fucking ghost. So I usually do my nose first. I'm gonna look in the mirror because doing it in the camera always, I always fuck up. Okay, so I'm going to pretty much cover the entire brush. And then I'm gonna start right below my eyebrow and then bring it in. And because I have a really wide nose at the bottom, I try to just bring that line all the way down. It's completely straight. And you'll see that it's kind of not right where my nostril starts. And that's kind of the whole point. And then I'll do it on the other side. Bring that all the way down. And then I go right underneath the nose, right there. Yes, this is gonna look really weird. We blend like a motherfucker, and it will work out just fine, don't worry. Because I have such a big nose, no, okay, it's not that big, but it flares out pretty big. I just go on top, right at the button, and make that a little circle. Oops. This is why I like to use powder, because I have a little bit more control rather than if I use liquid. I do have liquid, I haven't been brave enough to actually use it yet. So anyway, there's my little circle. We will blend the fuck out of this. I try to keep the line as even up here as possible, especially right there at the bridge. And then I just kind of let that bake for a minute and go in with my bigger brush. And then I will come up here and just dab right at the temple. Kind of give my head a little bit more definition. And with this one, you don't want a whole lot, or you'll make yourself look like a skeleton, unless that's what you're going for. But I just try to go for a little bit of a shadow. And then I'm coming here. Now, when I'm doing my contour, I do it two different ways. Sometimes I will go along my jawline, my cheekbone, not my jawline, this one. I'm tired. So I will just come in and kind of dab and press down. But I don't go all the way down my cheek. And I'll do it on the other side. My face is not symmetrical, which I've been really pissed off about pretty much my entire life. So my lines are never fucking even. But we do our best. Do our best with what we got. And then I will come down here. And now because I have a huge double chin, it's not ever really gonna go away. Thank you, Joe. But we are gonna come back here, right at the back of the jaw, and then come down. And this is all underneath where that shadow, where your natural like shadow is. So we're just gonna blend that in, really define that cheekbone, jawbone. Okay, hold on. Caffeine. Okay, I need more caffeine. We'll do it on the other side. Just try to get that nice little definition on both sides. Okay. Now that it looks weird, because I'm going to be putting my wig on today, I usually come in up here and just do a little bit of dark. If you're not wearing, like, that's just what I do. It doesn't really help anything when I'm not wearing the wig though. It just helps kind of define the forehead. Okay, and then I use the Benefit Cookie highlighter. And I just go in, where's my brush? This really, really old, fucked up, beat up travel brush. I go in right on the cheekbone. Gives that nice little definition. It is pretty shiny. I'm kind of surprised the camera's not picking up on that. All right, and then I use my finger and then just put a little dot right in the hole. Sorry, that was probably loud. Now, I have a kabuki brush, but pretty much any big brush will do. And then we blend the fuck out of it. I start with the places I don't want it to be too dark, like my temples, and then down here, because like you just want to shadow it. You don't want to have it look like you have a makeup beard. And it took me a long time to find that like happy medium of shadow and makeup beard. And I think everyone's gonna have, like, you'll probably need to do it a couple of times to kind of figure out what that sweet spot is, especially with your camera. Then we just keep blending as if it's gonna fix all of our mental illnesses and problems. And then we do our cheeks. We really wanna blend that top piece in. Not bad. Not bad. There. Alright, now I still use the same brush. Probably should get a different one. That's okay. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna brush up where the eye is and just kind of blend that in. Try not to wipe too much of it away, because you still want that really nice definition. And then from here down, you're gonna just lightly blend it in. Now with mine, for some dumbass reason, I can never get my brush right here, so I use my finger. And then we do it on the other side. Now, because my lighting is so shit, you'll notice that this side doesn't really look like it's contoured anymore, and this one's a bit more shadowed because there's a fucking window right there, and then I have lighting right here, and I have to just kind of wing it and hope for the best, or I open the window, use my camera, and hopefully it's even. It's really annoying. And then we're going to pat the fuck out of the top of the nose, and then at the bottom, we're just going to lightly brush down and side to side. Oh no. Okay. But really want to blend those lines in, but not make them go away. If that makes sense. So that's how I do my contour. And then we make sure everything looks even, and voila.